This is the last take I do or else I'll go home. Welcome back to the Talking My Shit podcast with your boy Too Skinny. Thank you guys for tuning in for another week, another episode. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for sharing it. Thank you guys for the feedback. You guys are the best, man. Real shit, man. Dude, real quick, I want to tell you guys a little heart attack I had this morning. Well, not literally. I know some of you are like, damn, I knew he was going to have a heart attack. He's huge. But no, I mean, like, I had a little scary because my barber actually was in the hospital this week, and I was scared, I was like, fuck, is he going to be able to fucking cut my hair? Because I got shit to do. And I didn't want to, like, hit him up, but then it was like, he was there for like 2-3 days, and I was like, fuck, like, I need to find out before I had to reschedule with somebody else. So I hit him up, I was like, dog, are you good? Like, are you going to, I'm saying, are you going to make me fresh, or are we going to have to cancel this appointment? Because I got shit, man, coming up. But luckily, man, my homie's back on his feet. He back to work. He back on the grind, man. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you, man. But anyway, I want to get into some crazy shit that happened to me just earlier today as I was on my way here to record the podcast. So as of, like, I started doing, like, comedy, and I started doing my podcast and, the YouTube videos and a whole bunch of content I've put out. I've gotten to know a lot of people. A lot of people have gotten to know me. I've gotten a little bit more exposure, and I know more people, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say I got a lot of fans or anything like that because I'm head ass as fuck, but I do know a lot of people now. So sometimes people recognize me, like, when they see me in person, like, from, like, the social media or whatever, and sometimes they approach me, sometimes they don't, whatever, but, dude, this crazy shit just happened. I was at Amstar. So I already won. That's my number one mistake. I'm at Amstar. But fuck it. I'm at Amstar. I'm trying to get some Rillos and also, a few snacks because I'm fucking fat. So there was a dude that was pumping. He was about to pump gas. So as I walk in, he's at the register, and it just looks like a big-ass Mexican dude, tats all in his neck, all in his hands, long-ass hair, big old hat, like just a straight-up, like a gangbanging looking ass motherfucker, But I was like, oh, whatever. Like, if I don't talk to him, he won't talk to me. And I'm looking like at the honey buns, I'm trying to pick out like my snack. I'm smelling the zebra cakes, I'm trying to get the right one. And then this dude, like, it starts looking at me, and I can feel him, like, staring at me, you know what I'm saying? Like, when a bitch, like, if you're a girl, like, when somebody looking at your ass, that somebody looking. That's how I felt. I was like, this motherfucker looking at me, bro. But I don't want to say shit. And I was like, because he finna kill me or something, So I was just, like, picking out my snack, and then he starts walking towards me. Dude, I almost, like, shit my pants. I was like, this dude's about to check me. I'm finna get robbed. I don't know why I was all fucking, I'm a bitch. I was bitched out. But anyway, and then he was like, yo, you that comedian off of Facebook, right? And I was like, oh, yeah. He's like, oh, man, I fucks with you, man. You putting on for the city and da-da-da. And I was like, oh, man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And then he left. And I was like, dude, I shouldn't judge a book by its cover. But I don't know. I thought it was a funny story because I was like, I don't know why I was so scared. I don't know if it's because it was so late or what, but that dude, I thought he was gonna check my ass, and he just actually ended up fucking with me, man. So I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate the love and everything like that, man. But anyway, let's get right into it. For people that have been asking me if I'm still sober, if I'm still going to the gym, yes, I am still going to the gym. Yes, I am still sober. But I did have 2 drinks while I was watching the Mexico final on Sunday. So, I mean, but it was just like 2 drinks. Like, I wasn't faded or anything like that. And I didn't do any other drug or anything like that. I was just, 2 drinks, whatever. But no, like, and I am still going to the gym, man. If you got me on Snapchat, you know that I stay at the fucking gym, bro. I just, what I'm saying? I just go drop people off, though. I don't go in. Go for your ass. Anyway, but yeah, dude, how crazy is the Mexico game, bro? The Mexico one, it was in Chicago. Everybody was there, you know what I'm saying, except me. And dude, how crazy is that every time, I know Mexicans, I'm not a huge soccer fan, so I don't know, so you guys are going to be like, oh, that shit's been happening for years. I know, but I'm like I said, I don't watch soccer like that, so I don't know. But it's so crazy when the goalie from the other team kicks the ball, and everybody's like, eh, puto! Dude, and they let that shit slide on TV. Like, niggas just don't block that no more. Like, they just like, man, fuck it, We already know the Mexicans gonna say it. Like, everybody knows it's gonna happen. Just let it play. So I just thought it was fucking... like, I just thought every time... Like, I was at my homie's house watching the game, and every time it happened, I would chuckle, and everybody was, like, mad at me because it was like, okay, dude, it's not that funny. But it was that funny. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, funny story. People that ask, like I said, people that ask me about like my health and well, nobody asked me about my health. I'm just telling y'all. About to give a fuck how I'm doing, boy. But no, for the people like ask me like, oh, are you eating like clean or what? And the answer is yeah. I try to eat like chicken breast and like lettuce and shit like that. Like it's shit hard, but like whatever, you know. I be stuffing that shit down my face. But the other day I had a relapse. I ordered some pizza, but the craziest shit that happened, bro, I'm sitting in so I work in an office, like at an apartment complex. I'm not gonna say where, you know, just 'cause I don't want to get fired. But I was at the apartment complex, and I'm sitting in my office, and I work by myself, so there's nobody else in the office. So I'm sitting in my office, and I'm like, I'm gonna order this pizza, and I'm high as fuck because I got the dad pen, you already know. So I'm faded. I ordered the pizza off of Marciano's, which is right up the street, and then I transfer the phones so like they won't ring anymore. Like they go straight to like corporate. And then I transfer the phones and I close my window and I put up a close sign and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna just hide in the office and I'm gonna watch like YouTube videos until my pizza gets here. So then like 10 minutes later or 12, like 10 or 12 minutes later, the buzzer rings. And I'm like, oh shit, like it's one of the tenants or somebody looking for an apartment. I was like, fuck that, I'm not gonna answer. So I was like hiding like in the kitchen and shit, like ducking down so they wouldn't peek me through the window. And they buzzed again, but I didn't let them in. And then they tried to call, but the phone, every time they call, the phone only rings once and then it goes transferred. So it would just ring once, like 4 or 5 times they try to call me. I was like, fuck that, I'm about to get my pizza. I'm not finna let no customer be in this bitch while I'm maxing out. So then like, dude, an hour and a half passes by. My pizza's nowhere to be found. I'm fucking sad. Like, I'm going through it, you know what I'm saying? I'm like a fucking crack addict when he don't get his crack. I'm like, where the fuck my shit at? And then I call up the pizza place and I'm like, yo, like, where the fuck is the pizza? And they're like, dude, we dropped it off like an hour and a half ago, but nobody answered the door. And we called like 5 times, but nobody picked up the phone. And I was like, fuck, that was y'all that was bringing my pizza. And I was just salty as fuck. I was like, I'm a fucking retard for doing all that extra shit. But anyway, other than that, I've been on some good shit, you know, like I've been eating salads and shit like that. I've been drinking like a hell of water. Motherfuckers be like, drink water, but that should be making you piss. That shit, fuck that. But anyway, a quick story that I wanted to tell you guys, you know, everybody's doing the whole city boys, hot girl summer thing, like who gonna be ain't shit more or whatever, like basically who can be the bigger piece of shit. Which is like, obviously nobody takes this serious. Like, it's obviously a joke. Like, you know, nobody's like out here cheating on their man or doing some dumb shit like that. Like, well, I don't know. You know, bitches be doing that, but not, like, I'm just saying, like, you should, like, nobody's keeping score, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's like, oh yeah, I got 4 bodies, hot girls up 1. You know, it's obviously all a joke, you know, it's all a joke. But it's funny how, I'm thinking about, like, city girls, like, these fucking thoughts and all the crazy shit like I've done in my life. And I was remember the time of like this real city girl. This is like the OG city girl. This was my manager when I used to work at. Damn, I should have probably not said the name of the company. They finna sue my dumb ass. I don't give a fuck though. Low key though, we probably gonna have to block that. A dolphin noise, fucking let's get it. Anyway, so I used to work. Oh my god, why just I saying it again? What the fuck? Oh my god. So I used to work at this place and they used to sell a lot of hats. And my manager there, she was probably like 32 years old. At the time, I'm probably like 17 years old. It was like my second job ever. Before that, I used to work at Little Caesars on Farnsworth. You already know at the trash spot. That's everybody's first job, man. If you ain't, that wasn't your first job, I don't want to even talk to you. But anyway, what's it called? I was at the hat place and shit, and this bitch like would always try to hit on me, you know, like she would always be like on some horny shit. But she was married. She had a husband, and her husband was like twice my size. No, like twice my size then. So he's probably like my size now. Like it was probably how her husband was. And she was chunky herself, whatever, but she would always be on some like fuck me shit. She would purposely like take off her bra like in the back room, like while you're back there with her, and you're like, what the fuck? Like I don't know. Maybe I was receiving wrong signals, but I just never like did anything back, so we never like had any spark or anything like, you know, I was never like, what's good, bitch, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, nah, fuck that, I'm 17 years old and you're married, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking about like, if I was like a hot boy like I am now though, I would have busted that bitch down, but I shouldn't have said that either. Nah, but anyway, so yeah, so she always like was sending signals, but I was never going. But then we hired an assistant manager, and this dude was probably about the same age as her, little short ass motherfucker, like probably like however tall y'all are to your chest. And that's how short. Like I don't know. I know you're gonna be like, oh, we're all different height. I don't give a fuck. However tall you are to your chest. And then anyway, so this dude he pulls up, and then like, I find out this motherfucker been cracking this bitch. But the way I found out was all fucked up, because they used to tell me like, oh, the managers are gonna go do audits in the back for some boxes of hats. They're like, don't come back there, just make sure the floor is good. So I used to always stay right there watching the hats and shit, just hooking up the homies and bullshitting. I used to walk to Annie Ann's, get free shit, walk back. And then, dude, one time, like, somebody called for a manager, and like, it was like some dude that was flipping the fuck out. So I was like, I'm not finna deal with this shit. I don't get paid enough for that. I was like, I'm finna go get this motherfucker. So I walk in the back room, bro, and my boy is piping the bitch, my manager, in the back room on top of like a whole bunch of Chicago Bears hats. Like, I'm like, nigga, you cracking that pussy on some fucking New Eras. And I was like, dude, that's crazy. But then he was like, it was so awkward after that. But anyway, like, it wasn't that awkward though, because he was like, we all agreed, like, all right, like, I won't tell nobody, you won't tell nobody, you won't tell nobody. And I was like, cool. But then they were like, hey, dude, if we offer you some money, like $50, are you willing to just watch the door and we'll kick it in the back, you know, like once or twice a week? And I was like, fuck yeah, it's cool. So they used to pay me, and I used to watch the door, so nobody could walk back there and catch him fucking. But then, dude, I don't know if I'm admitting to a crime or not. Motherfuckers finna lock me up for telling this story. But anyway, I'm chilling right there, and I guess this bitch comes in crying one day, and I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, why you crying? And she was like, dude, my husband found out that I'm fucking somebody at work, and he pulled out a gun on me. I was like, bitch, you better have told him it was Brandon, because me and him were the only guys that used to work there. So I was like, and it definitely wasn't me. He's like, yeah, he doesn't know, but he's just like, he's just crazy. But yeah, he pulled out a gun, but he didn't mean it like that. I was like, bitch, what? He pulled out a gun, but he didn't mean it like that. Bitch, he didn't crack a joke. He pulled out a gun. But I don't, you know, bitches is crazy though. Bitches is crazy. And then, yeah, dude, tell me why that same day, my boy is cracking the bitch in the back room. I'm on the register, you know, ringing the people up. Tell me why this motherfucker calls up the store, and I pick up the phone, and I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, welcome. Oh, no, I'm not gonna say the name. Hello, thank you for calling the hat place. Like, what do you need? And then he was like, yo, are you Kenji? And I was like, yeah. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. You've been fucking my wife. And I was like, what? I wasn't fucking shit, dog. And he was like, you were fucking my wife. He's like, I'm on my way right now. He's like, I'm pulling around. Like, he's like, I'm already like in the area. Dude, I swear to God, on my mama, on anybody, on all the honey buns in the world, bro. I was like, I grabbed my hat, I grabbed my lanyard, I left my shit on the counter, walked out, never in my life went back to Lids, bro. Oh, why did I just say the name again? Fuck. Oh, fuck it. You know what? Just leave it in there. Anyway, man, dude, that shit was crazy. But if you ain't got any crazy stories like that, any city girl stories, any hot boy stories, man, send them to me. I love the feedback, guys. Follow me on the Instagrams at 2skinny300. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back next week.